All right, y'all, I'm going to cut to the chase and I'm going to tell you exactly how I got my first video game placement. And I'm going to give you some, some tips and some things that you can do if you're a producer, you're an artist, and you're trying to go that route. Because it really all falls in the whole sync licensing space. Like those video game stuff comes in the form of placements. The same way you go through like TV placements and movie placements and stuff like that. A little different with movies though. But let's start with first thing I did. I went to a networking event and I met people in person basically. So owner of a catalog and network with that person in person. One thing about when you network with somebody in person, you're gonna make more of an impact because they're gonna remember the face. Like it's only so much you can do with an email. Yes, emails still work to this day. Yes, social media works to this day. It's nothing like meeting somebody in person. Like when you meet somebody in person, man, you see somebody once, you're gonna see them again. So the next thing I did was I learned how to format songs for TV and film and for sync. And that's literally the whole battle. Is basically formatting your songs and stuff, which is basically a radio record. But what I mean by that is like you want to make it clear as day what parts of the song are there. The supervisor needs to know, okay, this is the chorus, this is the verse, it's the intro, this is the outro. Stuff like that, they need to know exactly what you're talking about. A sync song is going to have that sting at the end, though. All right, the next thing, this is a big one. I did songs with other artists. I collabed. Instead of always trying to go up, work sideways. Of course, I'm an artist and producer myself. I've got a lot of songs placed, but I've done songs with other people. And the thing about collaboration is that it's only so much that you can do. I mean, there are some artists that are most talented that could do a lot of things, though. But for the most part, other artists can bring the best out of your production if you work with the right artists. Because certain artists have a certain tone in their voice, a certain cadence, how they write songs. And it's going to be different from what you usually do. You want to work with an artist that's reliable. That's another thing, too. Work with artists that's going to be reliable. So whenever you're turning in songs, when you're turning in packs, you have a good workflow and it's like a marriage, like a perfect marriage. Producer and the artist works though, man. So if you're a rapper or a singer, lock in with a producer if you can, and it's good to work with other producers though. But on the business side, it's going to be much easier if you can lock in with somebody that knows you, your sound and how you operate. And I got a lot of this stuff written down. So y'all don't mind if I read a lot of this stuff though, right? Another thing is try everything, try everything and what's best for you. If you want to go the catalog route, which you'll get a lot of placements that way. If you want to go through straight to music supervisors, which you'll build a relationship with them that way, and they'll send you briefs on exactly what they want and what the customer, the client wants. With catalogs, the dope thing about that is that's exactly how I got my first placement. It was a song pack that we had made, and that was one of the songs that got picked up and put in a game called The Crew 2. So my very first placement was The Crew 2. It was a racing game by Ubisoft. Shout outs to Ubisoft. And a song called Doe by the artist named Balance. Shout outs to Balance. And it's basically a money song. Money songs, sports songs, and high energy songs work well in video games of that nature, whether it be racing games, sports games, which a lot of songs get placed in that catalog throughout the year. That's how I got my first placement. And then I'll tell you other reasons and stuff too. All right, the next thing is I basically rinse and repeat, because even since that first video game placement, I also got 2 more video game placements. I'll tell you about that in another video, but I continue to create more song packs. And what do I mean about that? All right. And this is just what I did. Whatever. You could make your songs however you want, but I made themed song packs. Like, okay, you could do like a 5-song pack. If you're an artist and producer, you could do the songs yourself, or you could work with another artist if you're a producer. Do theme song packs, right? EPs. Money songs do very well in sync licensing, whether it be for video games, reality TV shows, sitcoms, party scenes. Do 5 money songs and stick to that theme. Also, you could do 5 sports songs, stick to that theme. You could also do 5 party songs, 5 club songs. Club and party songs are 2 completely different things. Even though a party song can be a club song, a party song is more about lifestyle and vibe and experience. A club song is basically catchy, which all your songs need to be catchy when it comes to sync though. It's catchy, you know, stuff that you would hear in the club, you know, a radio song. Song packs do very well though, because you specialize in club songs. We're gonna come to you for that. You specialize in hardcore songs, street songs. We're gonna come to you for that. You specialize in relationship songs. We're gonna come for you for that. Which the next thing that helped me get a video game placement, other placements, is do what you're good at. Like, stick to what you're good at. It's cool to branch out and do other things though, but do exactly what you're good at. If you're good at making party songs, club songs, money songs, do that. If you're good at relationship songs, do that. Because they can hear, a supervisor can hear when you're forcing something. And then over time, when you actually are collaborating, then you can branch out and do other stuff. Again, do what your bread and butter is, because they can tell when you're doing something, you're forcing something just to try to get a placement. Follow instructions. Follow instructions when you're making song packs for catalogs, when you're making song packs for supervisor, because give them what they ask for. Like, don't give them what you think they want. Give them what they ask for. But also, let me finish the story of what basically happened, of how I got that first placement. After those songs were turned in, months went by, I was checking Balance Video, and then I kept seeing comments saying the Crew 2 brought me here. Did my research, Crew 2 racing game by Ubisoft Games, and I seen the soundtrack, basically the song track list that's going to be on the game. The song I produced was on there. I think it's got like 200,000 streams on like Spotify right now. The dope thing about whenever you get a video game placement is they'll Shazam it. If they like the song, then they'll come comment on YouTube saying this game brought me here, and then they go listen to it on Spotify. The dope thing about it being on a video game is the name of the song comes up on the video game. Like, we still get streams off of that song till this day because it's been on video games, it's been in movies, it's been in TV shows, it's been in commercials, it's been just radio too, been on radio commercials too though, man. But one thing though, man, is you have to rinse and repeat and then just keep submitting. But you don't want to keep submitting if you don't have your format right, if you don't have a clean mix. You want to make sure that your songs make sense. And the songs got to be serviceable too, though. I mean, we got to be real with ourselves. Would you listen to this song? Not because you made it, but you got to be subjective. If I heard this song and I had no connection to it, would I listen to this song myself? Got to be real with yourself. But the main thing, though, is once you have all those components together, rinse and repeat, don't give up, and then keep submitting. I hope this helps somebody. And that's basically how I got my first video game placement on the Crew 2 racing video game. And I'll definitely tell y'all about the other 2 video game placements that I got in another video. But man, appreciate everybody watching, man. So Architect Mr. J with another video. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, like, comment, share. Until next time, peace.